Hello everybody, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli, and today's video is going to be about what will it take for, I don't call it the explosion, proliferation, the breakthrough, how about that, breakthrough of electric cars into mass market. What's holding off? What's holding off a massive amount of people from adapting much faster to get electric cars than it is today. If you look at the numbers, and I go over the numbers every month, the numbers go up. There's no question. The number goes up consistently on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis. Every month is better than the other month in respect to the month before, the year before. So this January is better than last January, and on and on. So year by year, month by month, numbers go up, but it's not like this. So what's holding off? I always, you know me, I always go to the economy. It's the economy. So the price point is higher. I know there are incentives, and I know that there are all kinds of ways to reduce the price. And I know that there are ways to get the initial sticker shock reduced, so to speak. But still, people are, say, looking at the Volt, for example, basic model. You're talking about mid-30s. You're talking about any upgrades. You're talking about low 40s. That's pretty expensive for a four-seater. Now, if you buy it and you get the state incentive, if you, depending on your state, and if you get the federal incentive, you can reduce it by $7,000 to $10,000. That's a lot of money, but still, people feel that they have to go through hoops and whatever that is. So, always the price point is a very could be a big hurdle. That's why I very much promote buying a used EV, which the prices are incredibly low, including Teslas. So that's always a good thing to do. Second thing, I believe, it's just education. I mean, I have a parent in the school. Is like, oh my God, because I told you about the school, we have a lot of electric cars now, growing, and somebody asked me, oh my God, and so what do you do when you run out of gas? I said, I don't have gas. And what do you do if you need to go, and where do you charge it, and what's the, like, question people just don't know. It's not like they're stupid. They're not stupid. They just don't know. People don't know. So you have to do a lot of education, a lot. It's like, it's a concept people don't understand. I mean, the best way I explain to people is like, think about your cell phone, your iPhone. You know what happened when you're done? You charge it at night, and you whatever it is. I said, imagine when you have to wake up in the morning and you have a full tank of gas, and you use the term gas because it's a term people relate to, and on and on and on. But I think I'm trying to realize, and I think that one of the biggest hurdle, after you can explain the price, and you can explain incentives, and you can explain range anxiety, and you can explain a lot of things, and people who have open mind will understand it, and they will say, okay, that sounds great, and I have done it myself. But I think the biggest hurdle is charging. People still cannot comprehend. To me, it's the easiest one, but for some people, it's really, really hard to understand that most of your traveling is local, and all of your, not all, but 95% of your charging can take place at home. You don't need to worry about public charging. Now, what if you live in a city? So there are those exceptions, but millions and millions of people who live in suburbs or apartment or condos or single homes or duplexes, they all have they all have garages, and they all can plug even to a 110. Now if you want to buy 220 charger, the prices are significantly low. I mean, the charger I have at home, I can get it now for maybe $300, one-time expense, and I've been using it for 2 years now, and it does a great job. I have one for 2 cars. I thought to get another one for 2 cars. We never have an issue. So people have issue with the psychological issue about charging. You have to explain to them that most of the charging is done at home, and that is something that once people get over that psychological mindset, then the path for adaptation of electric cars and plug-in hybrids are much more. Now, plug-in hybrid is not too much of a sell because it has gasoline, but even with that, people have that issue of what do I do when I run out? Somebody asked me, when you drive your Volt, what do you do when you run out of charge? I said, well, there's a gas, I can just go, and what's the mileage? So you explain to them, and then they really start to understand. So I think charging, and I would say the charging speed is still a big hurdle. It's not a big hurdle for me, but in times it can be, because sometimes I really want to do things over the weekend, and then I have to plan it around that my car will be always in charge. So I know that there's an Israeli company which now testing charging a 300 miles or so battery in like 5 minutes. They actually did one test, and they managed to charge it to like 70% almost, but it got too hot. So I'm sure that can be done. If we can get over this charging speed, I think it will probably be the last straw, the last hurdle to pass. So we have a lot of explaining to do and more technology to come. So hopefully we can all help out people who just need a lot of hand holding and understanding and nurturing, so to speak, in adapting EVs. Once you have it, you don't want to go back. Well, I think the best seller is the driving. I always say that. You drive an electric car and that's it, you sold. It's so much fun. So much superior to anything else. So give me your thoughts, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my business channel, give me a thumbs up, and help me change the world. One electric car at a time.